Hello there, Wardah. Okay, great that you're sending your work in. That's fantastic. You're on the right track, taking action. That's great. So let's just have a look at your essay. Family communication in this modern era of technology is a contentious issue. Good. We didn't need any of those commas, okay? They're not necessary in that sentence. It just reads exactly the same without them. Many believe that there is a decline in family interactions. However, I completely disagree and believe that the families are connected more due to the technology. Okay, if you say the technology, you're referring to a specific technology, and we haven't mentioned any before. We spoke about it in very general terms, so we can't say the technology. We just have to say due to technology, as in general. This essay will discuss the role of text messages and video calls to demonstrate a rise in communicating families. Very good. Or even better, to demonstrate a rise in communication for families. Okay? Firstly, the major contributor to communication uplift. Now, there's a better way we can phrase that. First, but before I carry on, well done for using that sentence. Okay, that's great. I want to see you using that again in the next essays. Okay, and fantastic introduction so far. Good work. Firstly, the major contributor to the rise in communication can be text messaging. This is largely because it can be cheaper. Okay, this is largely because it is cheaper. Okay, because that's kind of like a fact. It's cheaper, quicker, and easier to text through a mobile phone than an old-fashioned, slow, expensive way of sending letters. Perfect. For instance, a recent study by sociologists from Cambridge showed okay, two things here. Showed that most Britons with an S nowadays text many times a day to their families and friends. So how could we make this sound more academic? Well, we could say a recent study by sociologists from Cambridge showed that 90% or 92% of all Britons text many times a day, text their families and friends many times a day. Okay? Adverbs of frequency or the reference to the time is usually maybe at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. Okay? We didn't need nowadays in there. Okay? Because you've already said a recent study. So it kind of makes this bit redundant. All right? Therefore, it is clear that modern technology has brought a sudden influx of communication rise. No, therefore, it is clear that modern technology has brought a sudden influx or a sudden rise in communication. Okay, we can't use rise or influx there. We have to use one or the other. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention was I want you to write me 5 sentences of a rise in communication, okay, with the noun, and 5 sentences with using communication as the verb, okay? So families are communicating more than ever. So 5 with the verb, 5 with the noun, just to get used to different constructions and to get familiar, and more confident using those two, okay? Secondly, live video chat is becoming a popular way of communicating among families. This is due to the fact that the distant family members can see their loved ones and can share their quality time with them. For example, we cannot have a recent research. Okay, it has to be recent research. It's a plural noun. By British Broadband Society, very good, indicated that there has been a dramatic rise in internet users over the last decade due to the popularity of Skype, Facebook, Instagram, many other social networking sites. Genius. Good list there. Well done. As a consequence, the rise in communication and sharing quality time among families can be undeniable. Fantastic. Excellent construction. Very solid examples. It flowed from beginning to end, so that shows a really good coherence. Keep writing your essays following the acronym, and you're going to do well. To conclude, from the examples and arguments given above, I disagree that there's been a communication gap in modern families. Okay, that there's been a fall in communication would be better. We can't really say communication gap. It is predicted that the interaction among family members will rise further as more people benefit from technology for communication. Very good. Excellent. And we've put that sentence in about the future as well. So well done, well remembered. Keep writing like this, okay? Comparison of contemporary leisure activities with traditional reading for developing skills is a contentious issue. Okay, the comparison of contemporary leisure activities with traditional reading. Okay, then it would have been much better. I believe, and this goes back. I'll just go into it. I believe that cognition and creation can be best developed through fun-filled activities rather than the boring reading habits. Good. This essay will address the issue, by quoting examples of gaming and sports to demonstrate points and support arguments. Okay, parallelism. Let's make it plural. Let's make this one plural as well. Okay, this is plural, so this should be as well. Firstly, interactive activities, board and console games can be more helpful for developmental skills than isolated reading alone. Very good. This is largely because gaming can help develop good communication skills through interaction, imagination, and creativity. Okay, let's not go over the top with these with the lists. Okay, 3 would have been sufficient. And what could have we said instead of skills? Because we've said skills like 3 times, maybe 4 times already. So what, abilities, facets. Okay, so let's see. Can be more helpful for developmental skills than isolated. Okay, yeah. Develop good communication skills through interaction, imagination, and creativity, comma. Furthermore, cognition. Cognition is a type of learning, so actually let's just delete this for simplicity. Okay? For instance, a recent study at Harvard. You see, this is correct. A recent study, because we didn't say our recent research. A recent study or recent studies. But anyway, you got it right. A recent study at Harvard indicated that children playing games performed better at psychometric tests than their peers. Fantastic vocabulary. Therefore, it is clear that despite the other benefits of reading, amusing leisure, the other benefits of reading, gaming, or whatever, what was the, okay, gaming. Amusing leisure is not the same as gaming. Okay, amusing leisure means sort of like doing a fun activity and laughing all the time, or it's really funny. And that's not really what I would say gaming would be. So let's just change it to gaming or electronic gaming, something like that. Okay, is more beneficial for the development of necessary lifelong skills. Fine. Secondly, the benefits of sports activities versus sedentary habit of reading are undeniable. Good. This is due to the fact that children can learn qualities such as leadership and teamwork. Genius. Furthermore, imaginative techniques to perform quicker and better can be developed. Take for example, no comma here. Take for example a study by British Sports Association which showed that the skills of sportsmanship can be developed by training can be developed by intensive training. Full stop. That would have been better. Okay. Consequently, because the thing is here, Wardah, longer sentences are more difficult to construct and understand, and with every word or clause that we add, we're running the risk of making it less easy to understand. Okay, so here we did it all right, and we should have just stopped. Can develop by intensive training. Full stop. Okay, so, and then just delete the rest. Consequently, learning skills and techniques through sports should be preferred over imagination via reading. Okay, very good. That's fine. To conclude, from the above examples and arguments, I firmly believe that games and sports can benefit the learning of craft skills more than contemporary reading activities. Okay, because you said than, so we have to put a comparison more than contemporary reading activities. Also, there's a few words here that are constantly repeated, and it's like benefit, cognitive, and skills. Okay, so one improvement could be for the next one to boost your lexical resource score is to look at different, look at synonyms. Okay, also give me 5 sentences with the word cognitive. Okay, research how to use it and then give me 5 sentences because we've used it incorrectly quite a few times. It is predicted that the implication of such potential pleasurable activities with reading can lead to a better skilled future generation. Okay, that's fine. That's fine for now. So well done for using the acronym. Carry on using it in the next work. What I want you to do now is implement all the corrections you've heard. Send me back your corrected essays. Send me a list of the mistakes made, and then write out 2 new essays answering the questions I've sent you, and then send it back to me all in one email. Okay? Alright, buddy, doing fantastic. Keep on improving, and yeah, I'm looking forward to receiving your work.